What was also interesting was just the length to which cards were busted in this era. You've seen many green cards. You've seen cards that do a lot of things. What do you think of this card?
Where's the blue? Oh, it's not blue. It's green. Wilderness Reclamation. 3 mana.
Green was blue at this time, by the way. That's how it is.
Sure.
The blue cards were green cards.
At the beginning of your end step, untap all lit. That seems fucking crazy. What the hell? That's so good. Like, I know why no one was playing anything but green now. Like, it's just like everything green is like nuts. That is so good. Oh my god. That's like literally you get like double mana basically for everything. And you're in green, so you can like ramp this out even earlier than 4. But then you play it, and then you untap everything, so you have 4 again. So you're like, this is like you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically. Because at this point, you just have double the mana, so you can basically do whatever the hell you want. Okay, is this bait? Is this bait? Am I missing something? This seems crazy. With everything else has already been crazy. Did they ban this too? This card just seems so unfair. Like, I feel like if someone has this and the other person doesn't, they're just going to lose. Like, just straight up. Like, there's, like, no way you can keep up with this card if you don't have your own.
Especially with the effect on lands. Keep in just... Of all the things we've talked about, how many, like, green cards, like Uro and Escape to the Wilds, are just putting lands on the battlefield, right?
Yep. So then you're just ramping even more, and then you just get, like, more mana. It's almost like a soft omniscience in a way. This card's crazy. You're going to tell me this card wasn't banned, and I'm going to be like, how? Like, this seems so snowbally if you have this and your opponent doesn't. Like, it just seems like game over. I'm not falling for your tricks. They didn't ban this.
They didn't ban Wilderness Reclamation.
I'm going to say they didn't ban it. I think you probably thought I was going to see this, and my eyes were going to light up because it's like free mana and everything's free. And I know your tricks, and so I'm not falling for it. They didn't ban it.
You should have trusted your gut, Simo.
They did
this
ban
card
it?
is busted as hell, and they banned it.
Okay, good.
They banned this card.
I'm happy to be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong because this card's crazy. Like, just straight up, this card's nuts.
Yep. This card dropped in Ravnica Allegiance, which is before the block just before Eldraine came out. When this card was published, there were Magic players, pro Magic players, who wrote on websites that said this card was busted and would be banned. And it took a while. This is the last of the 4 cards that were banned in August before the release of Zendikar Rising, the Omnath set. So it made it almost all the way to rotation.
That's crazy, though. It was legal for so long. I'm shocked.
Yep. Wilderness Reclamation, along with Cauldron Familiar, Teferi Time Raveler, and Growth Spiral, another card that was legal while this was legal, were all banned, and Wilderness was only a month from rotation. It almost made it.
That's insane.
It almost made it.
That's insane. How?
It did so many nasty things.
Yeah.
So, there was a lot of fun things you could do with this just in terms of, okay, now I can spend all my mana freely on my turn because I know I untap it and then interact on my opponent's turn. So you could escape your Uro, for example, and then have the mana to protect it.
That's crazy.
But it was... Wilderness Reclamation is mostly remembered for its ability to double your mana with the trigger on the stack. So you would go to your end step. You would put the Wilderness Reclamation untap all your lands trigger on the stack, and you would tap all your lands in response, floating all this mana in your mana pool. The trigger resolves, but your mana is still there. So then you tap all your lands again.
That's crazy. What the fuck? If I knew that, I would have said this was banned straight up. That's crazy. I did not even think you could do that. That's nuts.
Next thing you know, you're casting 7 mana instants like Nexus of Fate that let you take extra turns, or you're casting X spells that say draw X cards, things of that nature. And somehow it took a long time, but in the end,
how did this card
Reclamation got banned.
Like straight, I do not know how they printed this card. That's crazy.
many Magic players have asked that very, very question.
That's wild.
And you know what? We still don't really know the answer.
I really thought you were baiting me with this, but okay. You're right. I should have went with my gut. The floating mana and then untap. That's so nuts. That's even crazier than I even could conceive of. That's crazy.
So let me tell you, it gets even worse. It gets even worse. I'm going to show you a card really quick if I can remember the name of it. Because it's one of those double-sided cards. Oh, yeah, I got it. I'm going to show you a card to really help bring this one home. Might need to turn your head sideways.
Do I need to read both?
You can read Explosion.
Okay. Explosion is X and 2 blue and 2 red, which doesn't matter when you're playing Wilderness Reclamation. It deals X damage to any target, and you draw that many. That's okay. Yeah, there you go. That's all you need. Yep, you just win. Cool, fun, great game.
So, just to make it even better, the ability stacks of Wilderness Reclamation. What I mean is, if you have 2 of these, that thing I talked about doing at the end step, you can do it twice.
Think about that.
It was a very common occurrence that if an opponent with multiple Wilderness Reclamations went to their end step on Arena, the interface, you could see them just manually tapping their lands one by one while holding priority to the trigger. It was common that people would concede instead of waiting for them to finish all the tapping.
I understand
because
why.
They just knew
they
what
want
was
to
coming.
save 5 minutes of their precious life. Yeah, I get it.
So what also became common was even when you don't have it, manually tapping to float all the mana in case your opponent would concede.
That's so funny.
That also became
so
common.
Funny. The mind games. I love that.
Oh my god. Yeah,
What a
expansion
broken card.
Explosion.
Oh my god.